Alright, me babbers, Bristolian Dave back once again. I know I'm a couple of days late, but this is week 20 of my weight loss journey. So guys, like I said, I apologize I'm a couple of days late. Christmas is a busy time. Busy time. So I usually do these videos on the Sunday and get it all uploaded. Instead, on the Sunday, I had a trading card show to go to, so I went there and I treated myself to some trading cards, because, you know, I'm a total nerd. We know that already. And yeah, it was fun. It was good. Nice little walk around. But it meant I didn't have time to do the video, and then time got away from me. So we're sitting today on Tuesday, and we're going to do the video today. So you'll get another video very, very soon, obviously, for week 21. But yeah, on this video, I just want to look back on how things have changed for me over 20 weeks. I can't believe it's been 20 weeks of me being on this weight loss journey. So for anyone new to the channel, I'm Dave. I'm on a weight loss journey. I'm just always totally frank, honest and open about everything I'm going through here and how I'm doing things. And everything is from my own personal perspective and things I've learned. I'm not a registered dietitian, nutritionist, fitness expert, none of that. Just purely from my own experiences and knowledge. So yeah, 20 weeks on it. So I've been on, for the whole of the 20 weeks, I have been on the Mounjaro 2.5 milligram pen jab. I've never gone up. I don't plan to still. And it's everything is going really well. I'm on a calorie deficit, prioritizing protein and fiber. When I started this journey, it was ridiculous. Like, the difference I've seen in myself over this time has been crazy. Like, I'm so much more active than I was. I have so much more energy than I did. I don't have the aches and pains like I used to. Everything has been a net positive. I'm much better around food now. Now I can hear some people crying, but that's the jab. Partly, yes, of course. That's what it does. It helps with the regulating of your insulin and GLP-1. But the fact I managed to stay on the 2.5 milligram this whole time shows me what I knew to begin with, really. What I always thought but could never really prove is that I just needed that little bit of help, that tiny little bit of help with my brain to switch off the food noise a little bit. And it's worked, because I still get hungry. I get hungry at all the right times. Like when I wake up in the morning, I'm hungry for breakfast. I get hungry at lunchtime, and I'm hungry for my evening meal. And it's just done it enough so it lets me make better decisions about my food. It lets me make smarter decisions about my nutrition. And it lets me do that without, luckily, touch wood, any side effects really. And helps me develop these good habits, which for me at the end of the day is what it's all about. I want to develop these good habits so I can continue after I'm off the jab, and once I've reached the weight I want to be at. Because once I've reached that weight, then it's all about building the muscle, which I'm looking forward to that side of things as well. Which, talking about the future, there will be a video coming up in the next couple of weeks, because we're 2 weeks away from the new year, where I'm going to talk about everything I'll do from the new year, like after analysing my whole journey for these last 20 weeks. So that'll be a good video, so keep an eye out for that. So if you want to see something like that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, because then you'll get recommended more. Turn notifications on too, and then you'll get notified of all my videos. So in terms of my diet then, because I know some people would want to know about that. So like I said, I prioritize protein and I prioritize fiber. I'll be honest, first part of my journey, I was kind of shit on the fiber. Which, shit, fiber, okay. But I've definitely improved that. After a little bout of, I was going to say indigestion, that's not the right word, constipation, that's the one I'm looking for. A little bout of constipation, I realised I wasn't getting enough fiber, so I needed to increase that. So now on average, so for example, this last week, so that we're going from like Monday to Sunday, like the last week, I average 27 grams of fiber a day. They recommend you should get 30 grams a day. So I'm pretty much there. A little bit more, but it's pretty much there, which is great. My protein is always good. I've averaged this week 147.6 grams of protein across the week each day, with an average calorie intake of 1,968. So there may be some people thinking, that sounds kind of high, you're almost at 2,000. That was my thinking originally to start with. I was like, oh, my calories creeped up. Because when I first started on this, I was like 16, 17, 1800. Now I'm closer to the 2,000. But I find I operate better at that. I do work better. My body feels better. So I think because I'm such a big guy, like my maintenance calories are ridiculous. They're like over 3,000 still, despite all the weight I've lost so far. So I think being in that big of a deficit for that long didn't really help too much. So I've managed to find a place which works. So generally now I'm between 1,800 and about 2,100. That's my kind of range. It just depends on what I eat on that day, to be honest. And yeah, things are going well. I'm still, the way I'm eating my foods, I'm still able to eat things that things I did before, but not quite. So for example, I'd have fish and chips. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good chippy, nice piece of battered fish, chips, beautiful. But that wasn't doing me any good. So obviously I haven't had any takeaways for 20 weeks of no takeaways is mental for me. If I ever showed you how much I spent on takeaways, which could be an idea for a new video. But yeah, so there was a ton of stuff like that I wanted to change, but I still wanted to eat. So now if I want fish and chips, what I have like a lightly dusted piece of either cod or haddock. So it's literally just like a flour coating with seasonings. And then I have some fresh or frozen, depending on how much effort I want to put in on that day. Chips, no frying, no oil. I might do a couple of sprays of like the 1 calorie oil stuff. And they go in the air fryer, and that's it. There's no frying, no deep frying, nothing like that. I can fit it in my calories. It's got the protein with the fish. Obviously chips are never going to be great for you, but in terms of like filling a hole, it works. It works, and it lets me stick to things. Still eating pasta. Tends to be protein pasta these days. And that works. Does really nicely, fills the gap. Meat wise, protein wise, I'm trying to eat some more beans now as well. Try and get other sources, but it mainly comes from chicken breast is my go-to. Like if in doubt, eat a chicken breast. Cook it first, obviously. Turkey breast mince is a big one for me as well. It tends to be 2% fat or lower. Occasionally, like I'll chuck in some random to spice it up, like a tuna steak or something. Tuna is really, really, really high in protein, especially for the calories it has. So that's a really good protein hack. If you like tuna, canned tuna or fresh tuna, works really well. They say to watch your mercury intake, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to eat enough tuna to do that. So I don't think it's a problem. Remember, not a specialist, just my personal view. So yeah, that really works for me. Yeah, so things have gone well. So I'm not going to keep you too long today, but we're going to do a weigh-in. So the last couple of weeks, I dropped quite a big number. So if you've watched the channel in the last couple of videos, if you haven't, you can go back and you can watch the whole journey from the beginning or a few episodes you missed. So I came down with a cold or the flu or whatever it was, which messed me up for a little bit, but I did lose. So 2 weeks ago, I did lose 2.3 kilos, which is, let's get it right. It's like, 5.5 pounds, which was a lot because I average about 3 pounds. The following week, I lost 3.5 pounds or 1.7 kilos. So this week, if I'm honest, I was expecting a number a little smaller because I tend to average on these calories about £3 a week on average. So I was expecting a lower number on this one. And I'll be honest, it was a bit lower, but it was still a loss. So it's still good. But what I like is I'm getting to know my body now. So I know if I have a big loss, the chances are in the next week, I might have a bit of a smaller loss. Because it all kind of levels out. the calories in, calories out thing, generally, scientifically, it works, and it will, without your body doing some weird shit, it does tend to level itself out, which is what it's done this week. So last week, so in kilos, I was 183 kilos exactly. This week I was 182.35 kilos. So I lost 0.65 kilo. So it's a small loss, but it's still a loss, which works out as about 1.5 pounds. So I've dropped from 28 stone, 11.5 pounds to 28 stone and 10 pounds. So 1.5 pounds lost, 0.65 kilos. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's good for me. But it means I'm in terms of the next goal, and like I said previously, I use 3 different weigh-in measures. So it means I have so many good little mini goals to hit. In pounds, I'm now 2 pounds off hitting the 400 mark. So if I can lose 3 pounds next week or in the next 2 weeks, you know, by the new year, I'll get under 400 pounds for the new year, which will be crazy. But for new people that haven't been on this channel before, so my starting weight was 215.9 kilos. So I've dropped from 215.9 to 182.3 kilos. So I've lost 33.6 kilos in 20 weeks. Stone wise, 34 stone exactly. I've dropped down to 28 stone and 10 pounds, which is 5 stone and 4 pounds. And pound wise, I started at 476 pounds. I'm now 402. So I've lost 74 pounds. So yeah, I can't be happier. Like I said, this week, smaller loss, but that's okay because everything I'm doing is correct. I know that. I'm tracking everything, like literally to the calorie and to the gram. It doesn't feel like a burden, which is fantastic because I've done it. And when I've done it in the past and I've tried, it's felt like such a burden to count calories. But it's all about the mindset. If you get yourself in the right mindset and you get yourself understanding that it's what's best for you, then you quickly adapt. And now I do it automatically and it doesn't faze me. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Like I said, smaller loss this week. Will I get a bigger loss next week? We don't know, but I'm only 3 pounds off getting under the 400 pound mark, which would be fantastic for the new year to start under 400 pounds. So we shall see. But yeah, if you want to follow along with my journey, make sure if you haven't, subscribe to the channel, like the button. You can like the button if you want, but it'd be better if you hit that like button, the thumbs up. Turn on notifications and leave a comment down below, guys. Let me know how you're getting on with your journey. Let me know any questions you ever have of me, because I'm always happy to answer those. I am doing a weird Q&A video coming up. So it's not based off questions that have gone on my channel, but it's based off questions I've seen in Facebook groups. And I'll be honest, if you've ever checked out a Facebook group about like Mounjaro or weight loss, some of the questions are very interesting. We'll say that. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to have a goals video coming up, weekly weigh-in videos. I will, for those of you that have followed me previously through all my physical media collection stuff, that is the videos are still there. I just have to get around to editing them and putting them up, which I will do. I promise you I will get one up this side of Christmas. And then I will try and be more on it with that as well, because I will have stuff for Christmas to show you as well. But yeah, so that's this week, guys. Again, apologies it's late, but I hope you watch it and I hope you enjoy. And let me know how you're doing. And I'll be back very, very, very soon with a new video. All right, I'll leave you there. Cheers, me babber.